how do you see this field sort of changing, especially with the like introduction of AI?
Well, a lot of accounting firms, they have the lead accountants and then they have more junior accountants. Some of those are in-house accountants. Some of those are offshore accountants. I view the world as the in-house teams are becoming managers of both junior employees as well as agents themselves. And agents are essentially a continuation of their team that they're essentially managing and delegating towards. And then as the agents are working on these tasks, maybe they have feedback, maybe they have more guidance to give. That's how the agents learns and grows. And so I just view them as getting just a ton of leverage. And that's really where AI sits, is these junior employees that you bring onto your team, that you give them more and more context, you give them more at bats, and over time they become more senior individuals on your organization. So probably like leaner functions that can take on more. And the hope is basically to combat a bit of the accounting shortages that have been happening in the United States.
Yeah. What are those accounting shortages look like? I had to take a lot of accounting classes in college. It was not for me. So I contributed to the shortage. I guess I could have gone into it. But what does it look like right now? Like, what is the stage or the state of like accounting and any other like finance related fields?
Yeah, I mean, there's been reports of around 300,000 CPAs exiting the profession, and that's because they're transitioning out. CPA degrees is on a 10-year low in terms of enrollment in the universities. 75% of firms are turning away clients because they can't staff them. So that's a little bit of the friction that's been happening.
Do you think these sort of talents are going into fintech jobs, or like where, like if you have just like a bunch of accounting or finance grads, like what kind of jobs are they gravitating towards?
I mean, a lot of finance grads are either going to strategic finance, to M&A, investment banking, sales and trading. These functions really blew up as the market's going to grow as well. A lot of them are going in-house teams as well as also builders to some extent too, right? It's also just that the major of finance has decreased compared to the more technical majors like computer science itself.
Right.
So that's a little bit of how the shift has been happening.
Do you think that Stack will increase or decrease CPA employment?
Well, I mean, hopefully it's a huge success, and the CPAs that already exists can get more leverage. And so if those CPAs can get more leverage, then they can have more businesses, and maybe that incentivizes more people to be CPAs and be able to use these tools. It's this Jevons paradox in some extent around, as technology becomes better, then there's more demand for it. So my hope is that CPA enrollment actually increases because the job is less, manual, where you're dealing with spreadsheets and following up and repeating procedures and ticking and tying a bunch of different cells together, to I now have a product that I can use to scale my operations. And so it's sort of like how Figma led to even more designers and design-centric businesses that care about design, because it made the interface of designing much more fluid than the previous software providers. And so that would be my hope: more enrollment and more engagement in the space, and those that are in the space to focus beyond just the pure accounting work, which part of it is bookkeeping, to the broader accounting work, which is advisory, governance, audit, and just general advisory for the startups and small businesses they serve.
Awesome. I guess last question before we wrap. What are you most excited about fintech, whether at Ramp or sort of broadly?
Yeah, what situations are you monitoring?
Well, I think fintech is incredibly well situated in the age of AI. I think a lot of companies have very little moat, and fintech is one of those complicated industries where you're both fin and tech, and you have a strong foundation of the actual money movement or the compliance or the regulatory or the rails or the licenses, and you understand technology. And so you both have a trust with your customers and a strong go-to-market motion and penetration distribution. And now with the age of AI, you're able to embed AI dramatically into your products, and that's just a huge advantage. So we had an event yesterday at the Ramp offices called the Vertical AI Summit that hosted 150 different fintech companies. Everyone is just incredibly bullish on this abundance of intelligence that they can now embed into their products. And so we're just monitoring the way that we can embed those things in a way that is like margin accretive, can manage the AI costs and figure out a way to pass that a portion of that back to our clients. But the future is super bright. I mean, it's an exciting time to build, and I think having underlying rails, underlying data, underlying trust and security and auditability is a massive competitive advantage against the startups that are out there or the foundation labs themselves.
Awesome.
Great. Well, we love Ramp. We're Ramp customers.
Congrats on Stack. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.